Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha Yathagnirdahika shaktihi Ramakrishne stita hiya Sarva vidya swarupam tam Sharadam pranamamyaham Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Namaste to you all. We'll again enter into the Bhagavad Gita. A week has passed. By the time, how fast the days move, so comes our old age and the next birth too. The whole science of human existence, the purpose of human existence, the transcendence of nature to be free eternally, is what Bhagavad Gita is presenting to us, Krishna is presenting to us. Before we enter into the main text detailed, sloka by sloka, we thought of just having a glimpse at the whole of Bhagavad Gita, chapter by chapter, what they are teaching us. What are they going to give us? What are the contents of each chapter? So we saw the first chapter, Arjuna Vishada Yoga, where Vishada means despair. He is desperate, despondency, is total dejection in life. All hopes gone away. State is called despondency. Arjuna despondency, just despondency. Looking at the kith and kin being killed now. Now with that, he surrenders to the Lord. There is a spiritual conversion, transformation or conversion. Like Buddha underwent conversion. The internal transformation deep within it, the scholastic existence, we see in Arjuna's transformation. The first chapter is his transformation, internal transformation. He is undergoing or conversion. He is going conversion. When we use the term conversion, it means from normal human life of ragadvesha, he is entering into higher understanding to know about the thing beyond. Some hope, somewhere he wants to see light. So here we see him getting. So first chapter is Arjuna's despondency and his transformation, spiritual transformation. A door is opening. Always we must remember, when suffering comes, we always shrink back. We forget nature wants us to pass through a particular thing. Each being, you must see the animal life in the forest, how they live, how they struggle, how they spend their life and go. Everything is wondering. Oh, is this life? Is this life? We are accustomed to see modern society in modern life. But a few centuries back, how was human existence? Even 100 years back, how was it when electricity was yet to come? So the whole thing is how we live, what is the purpose of human life. Then the second chapter is Sankhya Yoga, that Krishna takes up. In Sankhya Yoga, to the surrendered soul, he first gives the self-knowledge. Sankhya here refers to the jnana. Not Sankhya, exactly Sankhya philosophy, but Sankhya it is taken as the Sankhya because of the link between the knowledge, jnana, the two important divisions that we make. If you don't bring Tantra into picture, the two important differentiation is, one is bhakti, one is jnana. So these two, apart from that, bodily participation we call karma. So karma aspect of human existence is called yoga, karma. Done with a definite purpose and sacrifice, as a sacrifice. So here we see Jnana, Sankhya Yoga is Krishna giving him self-knowledge before entering into. In that we see the Buddhi Yoga is also given, how to live in this world and transcend. Arjuna asks, what is the science of the enlightened soul? So Sthita Prajna Lakshanas are given in the end. So whole of second chapter is giving self-knowledge, we can say, in every aspect is self-knowledge. First is transformation of Arjuna, third is Karma Yoga. In Karma Yoga, we come into a new field where how to work in the world and how to convert our all activities of life, karma, into a constant communion with God. The term communion. Now, communion is I am exchanging my feelings and thoughts intimately with the divine. With God, I am just like some grief or my great joy I want to share with someone. Like that, at physical level, I have someone, friend or someone, or a relative with whom I can interact at a physical level. When I enter into spiritual, up to the spiritual level, from mental level onwards, it is unseen. Bodily, what is happening within my mind cannot be known. But God is all-pervading. I can exchange my feelings at the mental level and beyond. So, in and through, what I am going to commune with God? Am I going to commune now with God through mind, through my thoughts? I am going to tell him some story of mine, what happened yesterday. Just like a child comes from school to tell the mother what he has experienced in the school. Like that, I want to express my feelings and thoughts at thought level. It can be at heart level. Now, here at the bodily level, Krishna is giving. At the basic, after giving the concept of Atman, you are the self, untouched by the world, untouched by the Prakriti. Next is giving you work. Let your work be communion with God. Here, the understanding that God is transcendental as well as immanent. He is there in everything, pervading everything. You can do all your activities as a worship unto Him. So, the third chapter comes to the feeling that action, communing with God, sharing my feelings and thoughts, up to the spiritual level. I am united with God. Up to that is communion only. So from thought onwards, it is gone. But here, you see at bodily level also, you can be internally united with God and do. Because God is pervading you, pervading your actions, pervading everything. If you just look at what is pervading me, the work, the object of the external world, all the people around are pervaded by one reality. And that reality is linking. We are deeply interconnected. Nobody can escape from this interconnectedness. I and you are eternally connected. But we don't understand because of the identification, deep identification with the body. Body also cannot be separated. It's one part of the whole universe. And the universe is a complete mass. There is Akasha is a rarest matter. And stone is Hardest means more density, dense. This is rarefied, but it's one mass of matter. The whole universe is a mass of. So is my body and your body. So here we see the law of yajna is bringing it to. This one, Krishna differentiates Sankhya and Yoga. There are two paths. One is Sankhya, one is Yoga. You hold on to Yoga better because Sankhya you cannot work with that awareness. I am Atman. Everything drops off. And you are not come to that state, you will be start dwelling in a Hawa Mahal, a imaginary world of being yourself Atman. So get down to the stage by stage you climb. So the third chapter ends with that, and then we enter into fourth chapter, the Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. In Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, the theory of incarnation, the doctrine of incarnation is brought into picture. God coming down time and again, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati. That aspect is brought into picture, and all that, the whole essence of divine manifestation, and for our sake, how does he manifest? There we see the yajna concept also being brought, and how the karmic cycle is going to be eradicated by the enlightenment. This is the fourth chapter means the varieties of yajnas, pranan, praneshu, jupati, all those aspects of sacrifices. Here, the fourth chapter means you immediately understand it is incarnation of God. Yada yada hi dharmasya. Then next is fifth chapter, Karma Sannyasa Yoga. This fourth is Karma Jnana Sannyasa Yoga. This is Karma Sannyasa Yoga. The abandonment of karma, the doership. In this, the karma is not given up. The doership is given up. The ego is associated with I, mine, and for me. How to dissolve this? And here the Krishna, the question Arjuna puts is, now sometimes you are praising the Sankhya, sometimes the Yoga. Which of the two I must work? No, both are, you go in harmony with each other. They are not contradictory, they are supplementary to each other. So you can hold on to both, samanvaya. You take them together in a harmonious way. That is the way. And how did the realized, enlightened soul live in this world? Brahmanya adhaya karmani. Brahmani adhaya karmani. All these things, just like a thing, now a sound or smell appears and how it disappears. A sound appears and slowly it tapers down and disappears. Like that, let your karmas be dissolving. So this is Karma Sannyasa Yoga, in which the Krishna, and the last class what we discussed is the next one, the Dhyana Yoga. In Dhyana Yoga, we see the Krishna differentiating again, the detached work leads to enlightenment. It begins with Dhyana Yoga, begins with the understanding that it goes beyond the simple, very simple. The karma done with detached feelings will lead you to enlightenment. Simply it goes away. So this aspect is brought into picture. So here we see the enlightenment coming out of the detached work. Work is going on, you are there, just as an occasion. So this leads to enlightenment. Then the concept of dhyana is brought into in the inner world. How to enter the inner world, turn inward, how we go stage by stage. Here the personal and impersonal aspect is brought into picture. The one is the perfect way of going ahead, the other is to move smoothly. Then when you go along with your own way, you have to, your dependence on me, and when you take personal God and impersonal God, what is the difference? Impersonal God, if you go, you have to walk your way with your own strength. That aspect is also in dhyana. What are the obstructions you get into as far as possible, when we dhyana yoga, when we say it is inward journey towards a personal God. Later on Bhakti Yoga, he makes this clear. Arjuna himself asked this question. Then he makes this point clear. But here is inward journey through the heart to reach the self. And what all obstruction. This is 6th chapter, Dhyana Yoga. Then from today's subject, we will continue with the 7th chapter, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Here we see the Krishna giving entirely a new Manushyanam Sahasreshu. Thousands of people struggle, live in the world, but a few are interested in spiritual life to transcend. Look at the millions of people living in the world. How many are interested just to know what is God? Let them not strive to reach, but to know what is this God? Does it exist or something, like Naren at least. In the beginning, as a childhood of Naren, does God exist? So that understanding also is not there. So in Manushyanam Sahasreshu, in that context, he comes to the Prakriti, nature, and his own existence. He is immanent as well as transcendent, and the immanent aspect, he brings Prakriti into Prakriti Ashtada. We have studied this in the earlier part, 18 to describe the 8, 1 and 8, the Prakriti Ashtada, the 5 elements of evolutes, for primary evolutes, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apa, Prithvi, and then Mana, Ahankara, and Chitta. These 3 are the Buddhi. Chitta means Buddhi here. Mana, Buddhi, and Ahankara. These are 8 parts of the Prakriti. He differentiates between the lower Prakriti and higher, his own higher Prakriti. Lower Prakriti is this world, objective world that we see. The higher Prakriti is the lives that are there in the... So 7th chapter is dedicated to this aspect of the Prakritis, do 2 types of separations, and here he brings into picture Mama Maya Duratyaya Mahameva ye prapadyante Maya me tam tarantite. It's extremely, this is the Prakriti. You are there, Chaitanya Swarupa, my higher, Mamevamsho Jiva Loke. All the jivas that are there in this universe are my parts. Still, my external world, the Prakriti, how difficult it is for you to transcend, because your body is Prakriti, mind is Prakriti. With what you want to transcend is Prakriti itself. The only way is to calm it down, dissolve, or turn inward, transcend and go, or go beyond the Prakriti. So here, Mama Maya Durja, Mahameva prapadyanti, those who surrender to me alone, they easily cross over. That comes in our 7th chapter, and then finally it ends with the giving, I know everyone, but none know me. All people, I know every jiva, where they are, what they are doing, what are their status, what is their karma, their past, present and future, everything I know, but none know me. This aspect is brought into picture. Then the Akshara Brahma Yoga, the next 8th chapter. 8th chapter is Akshara Brahma Yoga. The indestructible Akshara. Akshara means which is going to perish. Imperishable Brahman. Brahman is the absolute existence which is unchanging, eternal reality. Whole universe is constantly changing flux. It's continuously changing. Even our body from birth, you see how it is changing. A small child is grown up to this level, and old age, how the cycle turns. So in Akshara Brahma Yoga, then he takes up the how transcendence is possible. What are the gatis, the destination they reach after they leave their body? The Uttarayana and Dakshinayana, Shuklapatha and Krishnapatha. Though, see, I have discussed this point earlier elsewhere, not in our Bhagavad Gita class, but after we leave the body, the karmas, at the time of death, what are the karmas that have come to maturity will be responsible, and the tendencies I have acquired, vasana and karma. I'm going on doing ocean of karma or mountain of karma. Of that, how many have come to maturity to give fruit? Those karmas are called prarabdha. The remaining is called sanchita. Prarabdha with vasana, he will create my next birth possible. So if I am initiated, if I have done some spiritual practices, little I will go in light. And the Guru will be holding an umbrella above you to protect you, show you the light. That is Shuklapatha. Otherwise, karmas will be dragging you to the next birth. It will be in darkness. You will not know where you are going, what is happening. It is like a blind cow being pulled through the rough terrain. It doesn't know what is happening. Terrible fear and anxiety. It is like a dream state where physical body alone is not there, but the awarenesses of the something happening, frightened. This is Shukla and Krishna. Those who go in the Shukla Patha go on evolving further and further till they reach the absolute ultimately. So those who go in the dark path will come back again and again. They'll be moving about till they evolve to higher levels of consciousness. This is brought into the 8th chapter, Akshara Brahma Yoga. Then this all our spiritual and he ends with the 3 important aspects of our life. The world is there, Adibhuta. Ending, because it is next Rajavidya, Rajaguhya, it takes up with that. Each is a link. At the end of each chapter, we will see a link given to the next chapter. In this 8th chapter, Akshara Brahma, he gives the link ending Adi Brahma, Adibhuta. Adibhuta is this physical world, the material world. Adibhuta, Adidaiva, various manifestations of God. So many powers are there. Simply you take Agni, Vayu and all these, which is sustaining our life. Sunshine, so many things are. These are divine manifestations sustaining our life. And knowing unknowingly, we are moving towards the going back to the source. Nature is taking us. The spiritual endeavor, we consciously sometimes do, sometimes unconsciously do, sometimes nature takes us, drags us along that. Even it's painful many times for us, but nature drags. Oh, this is not the place where you have to stay. There is eternal bliss. You have come from there, you have to go. You are holding on to these things and sitting here. When the nature takes away all your things, you will be painful. But evolution is the plan of nature. So she takes you to higher levels of consciousness through. So Adi Bhuta, Adi Daiva, Adi Yajna. These three, that Adibhuta, material world, Adidaiva, the divine manifestations in it, my struggle, knowingly or unknowingly, the spiritual endeavor, there is spiritual urge in me, in every jiva, and to fulfillment, it starts moving. And then it, far away, at a particular, just like a child growing, at the age of 8 or 9, he understands a little about what world is. Otherwise, my mummy, my papa, only that's all. He gets everything, he is not worried or anything. Like that, he comes to a level of accepting there is a God. The jiva comes to it, accepting it. Till then it will be just moving about in this world. So here we see these, Krishna says, I am the support of all this. Adibhuta, I am supporting it, I am manifesting it, and I am existing as it. Material world is myself, I am supporting it. Adibhuta, Adhara is myself. And as Adeya, I am there. Adibhuta, Adidaiva, all the manifestations that you see of the divine are my manifestations. And the endeavor this sadhaka does is supported by me. This is the what Rajavidya, Raja Yoga, Rajaguhya Yoga is an important part. Again we see in Bhagavad Gita, Rajavidya, Rajaguhya Yoga. We translate as sovereign science and sovereign mystery. Here we come across the source, all that exists, all lives and all karmas or whatever is there, sattva, rajas, tamas, of course, the knowledge, the movements and material world, whatever its source and culmination is myself. Here as we go deeper, each aspect of this existence is brought out. Me as the individual, this world, what is it, and what is beyond. So here, the source and culmination, and He is pervading everything. He is pervading. You see, God is pervading everything, but I am not able to see that because I don't have, my senses can reveal the physical world, not the beyond. And trying to see that, the struggle, or the whole struggle is to, some people understand a little, there is something here which you are not able to understand. Then they will, some people accept there is a God, some praise, some belittle, even as Krishna you see, during his own lifetime, many people belittle, many people adore me, and whatever is there here is myself. They are using me without their knowledge. They don't know. The food that they are taking and surviving is myself. So whatever is there, varieties you see, and all the functions that are going on in the universe, air is blowing, sun is shining, all these are my acts. I am acting. All the varieties you see. Then he gives the one important instruction. Here this Raja Yoga, here he comes to the core. You want support? You want to attain? I am there. Just do all your acts and offering to me, whatever, even breathing as an offering to me, and think of me without a break. Ananyas chintayanto mam yejana pariupasate. Pariupasate. All acts are converted into upasana. In every way he is walking to bring water from the river. He is walking. The walking is an offering. That conscious awareness makes it a worship unto God, and God accepts it. So this we see, Ananyas chintayanto jana paryupasate yoga kshemam vahamyam. I take the responsibility, what all they have to attain, I will make them attain. And what all there is to be protected, I will do. So this assurance he gives. And then, how do I worship you? I don't see you. Then he says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yoma bhaktya prayachati. With love, whatever you offer, you need not go anywhere, anything to bring or anything. Everywhere there is a leaf, a drop of water, you are living with water. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Whatever is available. A plant is there, a small fruit is there. You have put paddy. Paddy is fruit of the paddy crop. It is a fruit. Offer it to God. So whatever is available to you, simplest, nearest, just offer. I accept it. Only thing, it must be anointed and filled with your love. Bhaktya prayachati. So I am there to receive, and I am the goal that you have to attain. Devotion is the ultimate, and I am the goal of all your endeavor. Ultimately, you have to reach me. So last he says, be mine. I will be with you. There he comes and says, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijani priyosi me. I promise you, pratignya karomi pratijanami. With that, the 9th chapter ends. Then the 10th chapter is Vibhuti Yoga. Arjuna is surprised hearing all this. I understand. You are great. People I've heard from so many. You see, many things we hear. And we don't value it. We have heard and known. But when time comes, we immediately recollect. Yes, so many people had told about your greatness, but I did not know. But how now to see you? I can't see you. You say you are pervading everything. You have become everything. I don't see. I see matter only. I see my friends, my relatives. Nothing more. How to know where you are? I understand now. You are somewhere. Pervading all this, I understand also. But how to recognize you? How to worship you? How to call upon you? If I cannot contact you, you give your phone number, we say. I shall contact you. Here he asks, where is your phone number? Then he gives the vibhuti. You can see me here, you can see me there. Finally he says, wherever you see glory and greatness, elevating things, you will be there. Various things he goes on telling. And this is the Vibhuti Yoga of the 10th chapter. We will go all this in detail. And 12th chapter is, of course, Bhakti Yoga. 11th chapter. 11th chapter is there. 11th chapter is the Vishwarupa Darshana. Then he pleads, you are told all this. If you feel that you can reveal yourself or make me have a vision of yours, you say you are there, I am not able to see. Now you are able to understand where this glory is there, your light is there. My light you can see. A good person, that goodness is myself, I understand now. But will I be able to see you? For that, Krishna says, yes, but you cannot see me with this charma chakshu, the physical. Material eyes. With material eyes, you can see the material world only. I will give you divyam dadamiti chakshu. I will give you a divine eye with which you can see. When I went to training center. I wanted to learn some part of the puja, Antarmatrika Nyasa. Then I went to the Pujari Maharaj there, who had done he was retired. Shikshananji, Hitananji Maharaj. Hitananji Maharaj, he had done worship in Belur Math to Thakur 25 years, non-stop. So I went to him, he had become old. Then I told him, I asked him this question. So many years you have done, could he have the vision of Thakur? Then he said, he has not, I feel his presence all the time. Every step, everything, wherever I am, in whatever state, I feel his living presence with me, but I have not seen him because he has not given me Divya Chakshu, he said. So Arjuna's state is that he wants to see. In that we see Krishna giving him the vision. What all you want to see in this creation. But one thing, Krishna shows him only destructive aspect of the creation. The creative part he doesn't show. The sustenance part he doesn't show because he has to threaten him and make him work now. Krishna has got his work to be done. The dharma samstapana has to happen. So he shows him like threatening a child. He sees only destructive part. Whole of creation, Vishwarupa only. One of the Vishwarupa. Have you seen my mother? Yes, she was angry. Only once I saw her. Like that. So that was the Vishwarupa Darshana. And finally, what for? Is the question to attain pure love of God. The Bhakti Yoga. Here the Arjuna asks, the impersonal aspect of God and personal aspect of God, which is higher, which is superior, which should I hold on to? There Krishna says, both are valid, both are coming to me only. Through Advaita also they are coming to me, through Dvaita also they are coming to Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, they are coming to me alone. Those who hold on to the personal also come to me. The impersonal also come to me. Then he says, see, those who go from the Jnana Marga, holding on to the impersonal Brahman, they have to walk with their own efforts all alone. But those who go by the holding on to personal God, in the Bhakti Marga, I will be there with them. Strength and energy is mine. I will be pushing them from back. Wherever I will be protecting from their back. So this advantage they will not have. So you are safe at all times in dangers, in difficulties. When you get tired and exhausted, I am there with you always. To give you encourage, to strengthen you, to make some arrangement for your smooth going. So this differentiation he brings, and then whole of Bhakti Yoga, how the devotee is most loving object of mine in this creation, all that he displays us, and there ends the 12th chapter. The rest we will see in the next class. These are just contents. As we go, we'll see. We will go back and forth to have a clear understanding of ourselves. All right then for today. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavattaram Paramesha Medyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.